Hi, everybody.
Hi,
guys. How is everyone?
Hi, guys. Welcome to Jewel Loom School live with Amber and Trish.
Hello.
Hope everyone's doing well tonight. We are just going to do a really fun April. We're going to do earrings every Thursday in April for our live show. It's going to be Earring April.
So exciting.
Hi, Tam. Hi, Melanie. Welcome in. It's going to be a fun show tonight, guys. I'm going to show you how to make some fire polish earrings, which, you know, if you're like me, fire polish is my spirit animal. And they also are going to have some really premium crystals in them, if you know the name we dares not speak.
Preciosa.
Oh, let's go with that. Sure. If I had those, I would have used them. But
yeah, Austrian crystals.
Yes.
Hi,
Joyce. Hi, Penny.
Hi, everyone. So fun.
And there's Miss Joan. She just popped in to oversee things. Hi, Joan.
Hi, Joan just joined us. And Tom from Minnesota. Howdy.
Oh, Tom, Melanie.
And Melanie, you got to join us tonight.
And she said she just went to Michael's today and got some ribbon crimps. Good
awesome.
girl.
You'll need them.
Yep, we're going to be using those tonight.
And hi, Sandy and Fran. Oh, I'm glad you're looking forward to the project there, Fran.
It's going to be fun.
Awesome. Yeah. If you look at the banner down below before Trish gets started, if you want to watch the replay, you can find it here. So we're posting supplies, we're posting all kinds of things over at Jules's blog. But I'm sure I'll put that also in the chat.
I think, I put it in the chat, but it is in the description, I believe. I put the blog link in there.
Yes, it is. But I wanted to put it up instead of just our names. So we're going to be sending you guys over to jewelloom.com for everything. And the blog is there too.
Yep. And that's where our videos are going to live, and YouTube.
Yes. But so we're excited for your project, absolutely. Trish. Are you having a good week? You're having a good day, right?
I'm having a really good health day. So I'm quite excited about that. You know, I was able to get a lot of work done today.
Yay.
So I'm always happy about that.
Yes.
A day that I'm feeling well.
Woo-hoo. We'll take it. I know.
You know how that goes, girl.
Right.
How about you, Amber? How are you doing?
Better than I thought. It's been a marathon week of different doctors and tests and everything. But hanging in there. So keep on trucking, right?
Yep. That's all we can do.
Yeah. And hi, Sandra Stacy. Glad you could join us. And so Trish, I'll keep talking for a moment here. And you can flip your camera around.
Sounds great.
But Trisha's going to get ready for us for our lovely project. And I want to make sure we have enough time for it. So we'll go right down to the table here. So she'll let me know when she's ready.
I will if I put the light right now, actually. She's on.
How is everybody there? I know here for Trish and I in Central PA, everything is wet. Like the ground is so saturated. How's everybody's weather, or how's beading going this week? What's exciting for you guys? Well, we wait for Trish.
We're getting there, I promise. I just don't want to traumatize anyone with moving around, make them sick to their stomachs, because
I don't know. No fun.
I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys say?
All right. We'll switch over to Trish here. Oh, yes, Melanie. It is nice. Rain over snow, I'll take. Definitely.
Just a smidge.
Definitely. Oops, not what I meant to do. Sorry. Back to you.
Wait a minute.
There you are.
Okay, guys. So you could see in the photo for I think you would have at least seen it for the listing of the live tonight, that those pink earrings that I made, those were my inspiration for this project. These are very close to the ones that I made, with slight variations. So I'm going to show you, this is actually going to be the one that we're making tonight. And it has Austrian crystal, seed beads, fire polish, and that's about it. You're going to need a few head pins, your ribbon crimps, and then whatever kind of hook you want for the top, guys. And of course your hemp and wildfire. But yeah, that's what we're going to be making tonight. And I figured this was super fun spring colors. So I don't know about you guys, but I am into spring right now. I'm ready, even though it doesn't quite feel like spring. It's still getting there. We've had a ton of rain, but what we're going to do first, guys, I'm just going to lay this here so you can keep an eye on it as we're working. I'm going to take the 0.5 hemp, and I'm going to do this project on my baby loom, because then there's less waste when you're just making an earring or two. So I'm going to put my hemp around, turn this over, put my hemp around the knob that's on the back, and I'm going to go around twice. And then I'm going to tie 2 knots.
Now, we could do this project on the original or the Wisdom Warrior. Isn't that correct?
Absolutely. The only reason I'm doing it on the baby loom is because there's less waste, and I've already made one, so I'll just be making one. You could certainly do on your original, which this one I did on my original, and then I just made some others to not waste the beautiful turquoise hemp.
It is beautiful. Oh,
I love it.
Color.
And
it matches your ring too.
Oh, I didn't even think of that, but yeah.
Oh, I thought you did that on purpose.
Look at that. I coordinate and don't even know it. So I tied that on there twice, guys, and I'm going to bring it up over the top and put it into a notch here. This is our basic warping, which we have tons of videos on, but I'm just going to eyeball it here and put it in on this side. And then I'm going to grab the other knob and come back around the top, and I'm going to leave 4 spaces. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. My eyes kind of cross sometimes when I'm counting these spaces.
And just so you guys know, we will be using Tricia's affiliate link tonight. So if you do purchase anything, if you could use her link, that is truly a blessing to us.
Yes.
And also, if you sign up for the Jewel Loom newsletter, Joan mentioned you get 15% off your first order, and you get a free pattern. And somebody used my affiliate link last week. If that was you, let me know. I will send you your free pattern, and the same thing for Trish tonight. We will send you a free pattern if you use her affiliate.
And we can thank Amber for that beautiful egg pattern for Easter. So I'm just going to grab that knob. We got the 1 space wide here, and you can see we have 3 channels, so we're going to need 4 threads. So however many channels that you want, you're going to have 1 extra thread for, okay? So we're going to go again up over the top, go 4, make sure we counted right. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I'm old, so it takes me some time to count these little knobs sometimes.
They are. 1, it is 2, hard to see. Yeah.
4. It is. Yeah. It's easier when on this end because I can take my string and go.
Yeah.
And just go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I say it's easy, and I bounce around.
Well, it's that tension you're holding is.
Yeah, helpful. It is. It is. All right. So there's our 4. So we have our.
Ooh, looks good.
3 in there, and then we're going to go around the knob one more time.
Tom, or Tam. Oh, maybe that says Tamby. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that said Tom. See, I'm old too.
It's an honest mistake because when I first glanced at it, I thought that too, but then I saw the A.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm so glad you like the whole schedule. Yeah, I'm that you can know what's going on this month. And then Fran says she's in the Caribbean and weather is sunny as usual for her.
Oh, good job, Trish.
Oh, no.
I was going to tie it off, and I'm like, oh, no, let me ruin that. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, guys. So we're going to do our 4 here. And then we're going to tie off. I'm just going to turn this over in the back. And I'm going to go around this knob twice. And then I'm going to cut and I'm holding the thread to keep my tension. And I'm going to cut this hemp. And then I'm going to tie these 2 cords together and make 2 more knots. And this is when my hands need to cooperate. There we go. And it's not as hard as sometimes I make it look, guys. Use my the agility with my hands suffers a little bit, but do you know what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
I think I made that too wide.
Uh-oh.
As I'm looking at my earring, I think it's 3 and not 4.
Oh no. Oh. Hey, honest mistake. It
Well,
happens.
I can tell you what I do, guys, with my other loom is I and this is a good learning experience. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I'll push it into my belly a little bit and nudge my... Do you do that, Amber?
I've totally done that.
Okay.
You can't do that on the Wisdom Warrior, but definitely on the baby and the original you can.
1, 2, 3. I'm sorry if you guys did your loom and following me.
Hey, we can only learn if we make mistakes, right?
That's right.
Jonas, folks, is for some reason YouTube does not like the length of the baby loom link. So she is working on posting that for you guys, just so you know.
Okay, now the top's right. Let's just
fix the bottom.
Let's get the bottom right too, guys. 3 across, guys. I do apologize. It's nothing's worse when you're working and somebody's like, oh, nope.
Yes, Melanie, I'm glad you got those ribbon clips. I can't even speak. Ribbon crimps too, as well.
And I know you can't really see this, guys, because I have to kind of hold it to my chest, but that's all I'm doing. I'm just giving it a little bit of slack, and I'm just scooching my strings around. Okay. Do you have an extra? Totally better. Then, of course, that one moved. There we go. Woohoo! 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we have 3 and 3. This one's kind of deciding to move. There we go. Now, once we got through that painful process, it's not usually painful. I make it painful.
You're doing fine.
Let's just be clear on that. Thank you. So we have our loom ready to go. 3 spaces, 4 threads. Okay. And I'm just going to cut. These are the gorgeous fire polish we're using.
Oof.
Oh, I know. Can you even stand it?
So pretty. That is in the shop, folks. And that's
Yes,
what we used when we did our Kiss Me I'm Irish.
So if you got the Kiss Me I'm Irish kit, you probably have something left in there. Maybe you have enough leftovers to do it. We'll just you'd have to check.
Oh, yeah. Sandy, great question. So while Tricia's getting her beads all set up here, she asked, my metal bar and on original loom wants to slip out. Any ideas how to remedy this? And she says, bend the ends a little. Yes, that would be right. That would be correct, Sandy. Just a little. It probably and it might if it's only one side, you might not need to bend both sides.
No.
So you might just bend a little bit on one side and you should be good.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to be using a variety of beads here. I do apologize for my dog barking in the background. Unfortunately, with this house, that's just par for the course. But I'm going to be using some size 11s. This color is transparent rainbow Siam ruby. And then I'm going to be using the transparent rainbow teal. I guess that's kind of blurry, isn't it?
It's like in your bowl. There you go.
There we go. Okay. And
we were able to see that one, but
okay. And then this is the transparent rainbow Siam in the 8/0 as well.
Oh,
We have our fire polish, and then of course we have some head pins and the ribbon crimps. I know you can't see that, guys. Put that down here. That would help. And
that's
then
okay.
your ring hanger, and then your crystals and a couple jump rings. Okay. And Amber, could you just go back up on the screen there for a minute while I take care of the barking issue here?
Yeah, sure. No problem. Hi, Becky. And you are welcome, Sandy. I'm glad that worked out for you. If you are just joining us, Tricia's making earrings on the baby loom, but you can also make them on the original or the Small Wisdom Warrior. And we are using a fire polish green that we also use for the Kiss Me I'm Irish bracelet cuff. We have some seed beads she was just showing us. And I don't remember the colors, but they are in the description. And some other crystals that she's going to show you. And she used this really beautiful blue hemp that was really pretty. But she stepped away for a moment because her husband's not home from work yet, and the dogs were calling her. So, yeah.
Okay, we are
there
temporarily fixed anyway, guys. So anyway, I was telling you what we need, just our Siam Ruby 8/0s, 11/0s, and then the teal 11/0s. This is 5mm fire polish. So I have a variety of crystals here. These are 4mm, and then 2 jump rings. So to get started, of course, we're going to take our wildfire. I'm just going to use white. And you're probably just going to need about a wingspan for this, guys, because this is going to be a small project. You may not even need all that, but let's just be a little bit cautious. So I'm just going to take my wildfire, and I'm just going to crimp the end of it there with my pliers just to kind of flatten it out. And then I'm going to thread on my Jewel Loom needle. If I can pick it up here, we'll be in business. There we go. And I'm just going to thread on the needle there.
Okay. Great question, Joan. So we're using the Rainbow Siam Ruby. And then what was the other?
This is the transparent rainbow teal.
Okay, so
I think I have all of them except the teal listed in the description, because that I threw in later to put onto the dangles. You don't have to use that. I mean, that's all I'm using it for is the dangles. So you could just use your ruby as well if you wanted to. Okay, I'm just going to tie a little knot. I'm going to leave myself some space because we're going to need to tie some knots on when we're done. And I'm going to keep it towards the middle, guys, because I know I'm just doing one thing on here. Okay.
And Joan, 2 of them were 11/0s, and the other Siam was an 8/0. So the 8/0 would be the bigger one. Sandy has a question.
Okay.
Anyone ever use crystal bicones on a loom?
That's actually what I'm using today.
Yep.
Crystal bicones. They're 4mm.
Yes.
Yep. So yes, definitely.
Yeah. So Sandy, I've never had trouble with them cutting the warps. So great question.
Yeah. And you'll see here my warps. The word is warps. It seems a little loose, and that's because I did have to go in and adjust it, but it'll still be okay. It's still pretty good. All right. So I'll lay this back here so we can see the pattern. So what I do, guys, I start out with some seed beads. Now, this is a fairly long earring. Let me measure it for you.
Hi, Vicki. So glad you can join us.
It's 2 inches without the hook at the top. And that's why I put this one on, because that's good with a little bit of dangle for me. I like longer earrings, but you have to account for your ribbon crimps. And then if you're going to put a fish hook, it'll be a little bit longer. So you can omit the seed beads if you want to, and just start with the fire polish at the bottom. Okay. So I'm just going to pour out some of my seed beads here. This is a very simple pattern, guys. And once you learn it, you can put in any seed beads, any fire polish, any bicones, and just have a really pretty piece. So I'm going to pick up 9 of the 11-0 Siams. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. And there's going to be 3 in each section. That's how we're going to divide those up, which makes sense, I guess. Oh, and we do have 1. So guys, sometimes with your Jewel Loom needles, certain 11s, you may struggle with them here or there. Like this one here, for some reason, Tohos are usually very consistent, but sometimes the way that they're cut or drilled out isn't exactly. So there's 2 ways you can remedy this. You can just either, like I do, I crack the bead off and then just put one on the end, or you can just pull them off, or you can use a seed beading needle to do it. And as the width of this, you could probably get away with a seed beading needle. Okay. So I'm going to just do what I do and go over here and crack this off. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell Jules I cracked the seed bead.
Yes, Vicky 9. Becky, yes, we love the pink earring that Trish did too, but due to what beads are available right at the moment, you know how supplies can be sometimes, we had to change courses and do different color pattern.
But I think, to me, this Siam is pink. It's pink to me anyway.
Okay.
And
it's coming across a little red in the video, but yeah, I would agree what I've seen.
It is more of a pinky color. I know it looks red, yeah, but it is. It's more of a pinky red. So anyway, I just went and put my seed bead needle on, guys, because we're going to keep this simple. But if you're having luck, good. So I'm going to put these back on. It seems like everything that can is tonight.
That's okay. Oh, thanks for sharing, Joan. You use a short Big Eye needle when her project is not wide, and she hasn't had any problems with 11-0s.
Oh, wow. That's a good tip
thing
as well. Yep.
Yeah, I do find occasionally with the 11-0s and the Jewel Loom needle that they don't all go.
Yeah.
Yes, Vicky, it's more of like a salmon pink.
Yes. Yes. That's my girl. I mean, are you kidding me with this right now? Look at this.
Oh, honey.
Some nights things go so smoothly, and then others I'm like, excuse me?
Excuse me?
Oh, for Pete's. I do know what I'm doing, guys. I promise.
Oh, we love you, Trish. No worries. No worries.
Hey, I'm human, and that's what we try to show on this show, that, you know, we make mistakes. We're human. This is life. This is life. Yes. So, and you will get little knots in your cording here and there, and you have to deal with it. And you can see what I did. I just took the needle off, and I'm just pulling it back through. Just like so. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, Nikki, it's not on Facebook. We are just on YouTube tonight.
Yep. We're from going forward, from the sounds of it, that's where we're going to be homed, is YouTube. So you just have to come over and visit us over there. Yes.
And as I mentioned, some of you may have missed it, but they'll live on YouTube, but they will also live on Jules's blog, which is still at jewelloom.com. But here's the extra stuff. If you look, but if you go to jewelloom.com, there is a button at the top too that says blog.
You know, I did this earring the first time through with a Jewel Loom needle.
And had no problems?
No, absolutely. And I had no problems with the... It's just...
Yep.
Tis life. Tis life.
Yes. Becky says, looks kind of like a watermelon color.
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that, guys. It's a little darker than a salmon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like a watermelon, and that's why I picked it, because I thought with the green in that, it went well for spring, summer, all that.
Oh, okay. Hi, Nicole. It says Nikki on your thing. So that's why I called you Nikki. But good to see you, Nicole.
Oh, okay. Hi, Nicole. All right, now let's roll, guys. So we have 6 on there, so we're gonna put 3 more, and you don't have to look away anymore. We're gonna go. We're gonna go, guys.
You're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. All right. So
You can do it, Tricia.
I have my 9 seed beads on there.
You're picking up something with it.
Oh, why won't I be? And wait, I'll catch on these pliers if I don't move those. Okay, guys. So anyway, we have moved all of our beads down onto our cording, and then I'm going to slide the wildfire underneath, and I'm going to pull those beads under. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of get in here, and I'm going to just divide 3 in each channel. And then I'm going to go over the top, and make sure you're going over top of the hemp, because if not, your beads will not attach correctly, and we don't want that.
A good way to know is seeing the needle on top of the hemp.
Yes, most definitely. So we just pull that, and believe it or not, guys, we have our first row.
Yay!
So we're going to pick up 9 more, because I did 2 rows of seed beads before I did my fire polish. So let's pick up 9 more.
So Vicky has a couple comments for you, Trish. She says, loops go on after you're done, and some silly faces. And she also says, it's the camera. It messes everybody up. And that is so true.
Yeah.
So true, Vicky. And Kelly, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you, guys. You're so sweet to me. You're sweet to both of us.
Good to know, Nicole, that you don't use your full name here.
Yes. So I'm pushing those. I got pushed those down on my thread, and then I'm pulling it under. And I'm going to divide my 3 in each row again, and then go over the top.
And Jules is in the house.
Jules!
Hey!
So once we get this row on, now we're going to go on to our beautiful fire polish. And we're just going to need 3 of those to go across. I'm just going to get this to be kind of straight for me and where I want it in the position so I can build on it. Okay. Put those together. I did, guys, in all truthfulness, this is probably the issue.
Oh no, you did a lot.
It's huge. It's like, it's one of these 1.2.
Oh my goodness.
No, my hands are going, there's a reason.
Oh, we still love you.
No. I know that makes me
Jittery.
hyper edgy, whatever, jittery. So I'm going to pick up 3 of our 5mm fire polish.
Sorry. Vicky is coming out with all of them. She said no seed beads were damaged in the making of this video.
Well, we'll just say that.
Thank you, Vicky. Keep going, girl. Keep going.
Okay, so I picked up 3 5mm fire polish, and I'm going to just push those down. Put my needle under my work. And I like to keep my finger here as I'm pulling my thread across, and then I can just, as it comes to the end, I can just push my beads up under easily. And then we're going to go across the top, of course. Okay, so next we're going to pick up our 8 O's. And we've got to put 6 of those across because we're going to put 2 in each row. Okay. So we'll pick up 6 of those. Those are here. I am picking them up. And I can tell Kaylee's going to start again with her working.
Aw.
I don't know why she's doing that tonight. She's not usually like that. Of course, Mario's not home yet, so.
Oh, and you said there was visitors next door, so.
Yes, that's true. They may still be there. So I just put my 8 O's in, and I'm going over the top. I'm just guiding that through with my finger, kind of holding everything in place as I'm pulling that through. Okay, so that's what we have so far, guys. Our 2 rows of 11s, our fire polish, and then our 8 O's. So the next row is going to be our crystals, and I decided to do the pink, blue, pink, and then up at the top do blue, pink, blue, just to kind of give it a little bit of interest. Like I said, though, guys, the sky's the limit with this, with the color combinations. I'll be anxious to see what everybody makes. So I push those down, and you can see just how gorgeous those are going to be with all those other gorgeousness. And I'm going to go across of those as well. The wildfire is quite strong, guys. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not going to cut the thread 100%, but I've never had any issues. And I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes regular scissors won't even cut.
Oh, yeah.
Wildfire. That's why you have to have like cord cutters or that. So it's pretty hardy, in my opinion, anyway. So there's our crystals. Get that gleaming.
Oh, yeah. So pretty. So pretty.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to do 3 more fire polish. Go ahead, Amber.
Oh, I was just, Kelly had a great question. I have too many projects already to finish. Most are almost done. Anybody else have this problem? Any tips? I always want to try new things, like these pretty earrings. Yes, Kelly, don't even look in my office. I have projects everywhere. So,
well, I wish I could say that, but as Amber knows, I have issues with letting projects being left undone. It's just who I am. So no, I don't, but I'm a little crazy. So
she'd probably finish mine if she was at my house.
I would. Be like, I can do that for you. I can get that done for you. Let's just get it done. All right, so I'm picking up 6 more 8-ohs.
Vicky says that she has way too many projects started in little spaces all around her craft area. Yeah. Maybe you should start videos on how we should finish up our craft projects.
Yeah, right.
What is that girl that does like the cleaning feng shui or whatever?
Oh, I can't even think of.
Yeah, but
Marie Kondo.
Yeah, or whatever.
Okay, so guys, learning experience.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Learning experience. Trish messed up. But see, I didn't catch those beads, and you see how those just dropped right out of there. So I'm telling you, make sure you have to catch those across the top.
Good way is looking for that needle.
So now, here we go again. We're going to show you how to fix this. So we dropped 2 beads here. So what I'm going to do is I don't want to have to take my needle off, but I'm going to have to.
Yeah, that's usually the easiest way.
The easiest way. And then catch your loop with your needle and pull that out, which I did. And then just pull your strand. And then you go back and you can put your needle back on and catch your beads that fell off. And then be more diligent the next time you go across.
Sorry, all of Vicky's silly comments have thrown us off guard, right?
I guess. I cannot blame anyone else, you know.
Oh, no, she did. Vicky, love it, Vicky. She said the camera did it. I saw it. Thank you, Vicky.
Okay, so we have those back on, simply. And, see, my needle's coming up through the top. There are days, I'm such a hot mess, I can't even stand myself. Okay.
That's why we're friends. We're both a hot mess here.
Yep. So I'm just taking my finger, I'm getting those seed beads centered in those channels. And I'm going to make sure I catch all of them.
You coordinated everything tonight. Your nails, your beads, your bowls.
I wish this wouldn't have happened, but it was all by it was not on purpose. So I could say and take credit for it, but I don't want to lie. So it just all worked out. Even my bracelet goes.
Woohoo.
So
well, okay. And Jules has joined the unfinished projects group. She said, don't even ask how many I have.
Okay. Like I said, I try to be diligent about that. But see, I picked up one of the turquoise, the pink and the turquoise of the 4mm fire polish. And I'm going to put those down to the end of my string there toward the work. And then put my needle underneath and pull the thread. And you can see I'm working from the bottom up, guys. You know, that's how I like to work. A lot of people like to do from the top down, but it really as we've discussed in the past, that doesn't matter. However it gets you there, whatever makes you comfortable. Okay. And we're going to go through the bicones here.
Oh, great advice, Becky. She said, don't even think about how much you have. Look at any of them except one and sit down and work on it. The only way to get it all.
Yep, for sure. That is the only way to do it. Okay.
Oh, and Nicole said pretty much the same thing. She gets overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And just works one at a time.
Well, and that's part of the reason I do what I do, because I get overwhelmed easily with unfinished projects. So I make sure I finish them if at all possible, because it just will add stress to my life if I don't.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. And Vicky says not to worry about your nail, Trish. Meredith had a broken nail earlier today, too.
She? It must be the day for.
She said, we're all beauty family and we love you anyways.
Well, thank you. I love you guys, too. So now we're at the point where we're going to add those seed beads on. Like I said, guys.
Project.
We're almost, I know, it's great, isn't it? And then we can either add those two rows, which I will do, but you can decide to add one row or none. If you like, just that little abbreviated length better, and then you'll have to account for the ribbon crimps. But Kaylee and I are going to have a long talk after this. She's almost 14, guys, so I let her get away with a lot. So.
But she's so precious.
And when she is precious, but when my husband's home, which he's working late tonight, usually I don't have to worry about it because he's like, oh, stay quiet, Mom's working. But so I'm just picking up those 9 seed beads again in the 11 O's. Okay. Drop those down. Now, the other thing you could do, guys, I found with this width, you could even use like 3 millimeters or 4 millimeter fire polish in here. You would just add like a seed bead beside it. If you wanted to use smaller fire polish, if that's what you had on hand,
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a good idea too.
Yeah. Definitely.
Go ahead.
Nope, I'm good. You go ahead.
Oh, Vicky says when she puts her projects aside for a while, she ends up with some very interesting redesign ideas. That's awesome.
Well, and 2, I know for myself, I've got to add one more bead on here, guys. For myself, sometimes if I just wait a day or 2 to go back to a project, because I do sometimes, you go back to it and you get some better ideas than you had originally. You can see the design clearer, just kind of walk away. And I've learned through the years, because I've been beading like probably over 15 years at this point. Wow. Just sometimes if something's giving you that much trouble, just walk away for a little bit. Go get a drink, go get some tea, just kind of clear your mind up a little bit. And when I come back, I'm much more refreshed and able to, get the project completed the way I wanted to,
So just to review, it looks like you put the 8 O's in the 2 middle sections.
Yes, the 8 O's are in the middle sections and the 11 O's are on the outside. Yes.
And then you only need 6 of those in each row, right?
The 8 O's, correct.
Okay.
Yes.
The picture had gone blurry for a little bit there, so I just wanted to review that.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm not good at went blurry. That's just my internet, but
it looks great now, at least on my end, but
good.
Earlier. Yeah.
Good. Let us know, guys, if everything's looking good. I don't know if there's too much I can do about it, but I'm wired in basically at this point, so.
Yeah. Kelly said,
oh, go ahead. Nope, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, Kelly says she has gardening nails.
Does she?
Yeah.
All right. So this is our last row. Now, the other thing I was talking to Amber.
Hey, somebody used to call me Hamburger. It's all good.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why is that so funny?
I don't know.
And what was I even going to say? Oh.
You were talking to me about something.
Oh, I was talking to Amber before we came on, and I was saying I reinforced this one. I went back up through, and I really liked how it gave it like a sturdier feel. So you can certainly do that. For now, tonight, we're just going to tie off because I want to be able to show you. I don't know what time it is. Okay.
We're doing fine.
We're doing
good.
great.
I'm watching it.
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and tie this off. And I just brought that needle up through between the first and the second warp. Okay. And then I'm just going to loop my needle. I'm just going to tie on the end. If you want to go into the middle, guys, you can run your needle back through and take it to a needle part or to a middle part and do the same thing there. I'm fine with this because this gives such tiny knots. I'm fine with that. So I'm just going to do it twice. That's just personal preference. Especially with earrings. I have really long hair, so nobody's going to be, scrutinizing my earrings. So
Vicky has wire working nails. She always has a nail file ready.
Yep. And that's exactly what that's from. Is working with wire, because I do the same thing a lot.
I think working with any kind of beading,
it's rough. It can be rough. Yeah. So I don't like the way that knot's looking up there. So I'm gonna try to open that up and tie it a little tighter. I'm going to cut this one first, though, because we have our last knot here done. I'm just going to cut that close, and then you can put a little bit of GS Hypo on it if you want to. My trimmers are getting dull. I think I'm using them on things I shouldn't. Like ribbon and hemp, and I know.
Oh, honey.
So I don't know if I'll be able to get them sharpened or not, but
I don't know.
I don't know. So I'm just trying to get my needle in here because I want to be able to tie this tighter, but of course I'm old and I can't see, so trying to get my needle in the middle of that. But it is not being very cooperative. There we go. Nope, that's not it. What I'm gonna go ahead.
Nope, you go ahead.
Okay, we're doing that a lot tonight. What I'm going to do then, guys, is I'm just going to, since I can't get that out, I'm just going to run the cord around and then tie a tighter knot over it and hope that that stays in place for me. Okay, for now. And then I'll, well, what I mean is I'm going to do another knot over top of it. So then that way it's very secure on the.
I wasn't laughing at you, honey.
Oh, okay. So anyway,
I was laughing at Vicky. She said, I gave up on nail polish years ago.
Yeah.
If someone is close enough to see the fine details of your earrings, they better have chocolate and flowers.
Yes, they better. That's a very good point, girl. Okay, so there we have it, guys. There's our earring. Now I'm going to cut this off the loom like we always do, and I'm just going to support the strands here. I'll do it this way so you can see, and I'm just holding on to that just on the cords there to make sure that nothing snaps back and hurts my design. Okay, kind of distorts my design. And I'm just going to take my cord cutters and just go across here, cut them one at a time. Okay, and then on the back I can just cut straight across there, and then we can get those off, the strings around the loom off later. And then I'm just going to take 2 strands here, and I'm going to knot those together. This is going to be a super simple one tonight, guys. Keep it simple, silly. Remember that? I don't know what that was from, but
I don't know. Well, it's another word that I don't let my kids say. But
kiss?
No, silly is another.
Oh, okay.
So,
gotcha. I don't have kids, so I say what I want.
When you want, how you want.
Yep. I will pull this in just a little bit, guys, while we're doing this so you can see it a little better. So I'm going to take this knot, and as I'm tying this, guys, I'm working this knot down with my fingers. And I'm just going to snug that up to the bottom. And again, you can put some GS Hypo on here, but I'm going to be putting some super glue on these knots before I put my ribbon crimp on them. And so that way then we'll be good. Tonight, we're going to do something a little different because you remember I taught you how to do it with the ribbon underneath, which you can still do. But tonight, I'm just going to use the knots and glue and our ribbon crimp. That'll give you another option. I just didn't care for the way that looked with the ribbon for some reason, but I decided to do it this way.
It's a cute earring. Yes.
It is. It's ready. You're going to be ready for spring.
Yeah. Yeah, Kelly, I agree. Wire working is a lot of fun, and combining it with looming is really cool. We hope to do next month, maybe in May, to do a wire work project.
Yes, absolutely. That's like, again, sings to my soul. The wire does. So.
Yeah, Sandy, it's not easy. It is tricky. So, but we want to try and making it as accessible to you guys as possible.
Yep. Absolutely. We may do a couple next month, actually, because that's really where I kind of want to go with a lot of my projects. What do you?
Oh, Vicky. Vicky says, you cut the project off the loom? I've been trying to untie it all this time.
Oh
my OMG. Brilliant.
Well, I'm glad I get to do something brilliant tonight.
Oh, you are brilliant. You designed this.
Thank you.
Yes, Vicky, you can untie or you can cut. So
yes, I cut because that saves me a lot of heartache. So I'm just going to take my trimmers here, guys, and I'm just going to leave. You can see how much I'm going to leave there. I hope it's not blurry.
Back down a little. Yeah, it's hooking us. There. Yep, you're good.
Okay. So I'm just cutting and leaving that amount there. Same thing here. Nice thing about these, if you want to make gifts, you can just whip a bunch of these out super quick. Yeah. If you're using the original loom, you could do like 4 of them or 6 of them down, and you could make like three pair of earrings, 2 or 3 pair of earrings, basically in one sitting. So that's what we have at this point. And now we're going to get out our, excuse me, I'm going to put these fire polish and stuff back in the bowl here, so I'm not throwing those around.
And the crystals that will not be named.
Oh, don't talk about it.
We don't talk about crystal names.
No. All right. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to put my ribbon crimps on, but I'm going to just use the knots. And how I'm going to do that, I'm going to take a little bit of super glue and put it on the ends of my knots, a little bit there, and then a little bit on either side.
Why would you choose the super glue over?
Because super glue dries quicker. It's just my preference for that.
Yeah.
With ribbon crimps, even though once you get the ribbon crimp on, it's pretty secure, but it's just a personal. Okay, so you see how I did this? I like to use my flat nose pliers for this. These are my favorite ones to do because then you get, it doesn't get as wavy and you can do it more evenly, in my opinion. So I'm just sliding this over the knots like so, and I'm centering it on my earring and just pushing down. I did the middle. Now I'm going to go where the knots are and just close that down with my pliers. I'm not like wrenching on this, guys. I'm just getting a nice
good squeeze.
Closure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's one. We have this little bit sitting off the side here, and I'm just going to trim that little tiny bit that poked out. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing on the bottom. I can hear the barker. She just came up the stairs. She's out there. She's quiet for now, so hopefully she wants in here is probably what the main issue is.
Yeah, Kelly thinks that warping with wire is easier to warp anyways.
Yes. Yeah, it can be. It can be.
Yeah, and then Vicky said she's tried soft flex on the loom. I have not done that yet.
That is something I wanted to try, Vicky. You'll have to fill us in. And I'm just going to push these in a little bit because they're kind of turned out. And then I'm just going to put the same thing. And I'm going to center this on the hemp. And I'm going to push this in a little bit on the side just to kind of make sure I don't get the same thing happening. I'm just going to take a head pin here, guys, and I'm just pushing this in before I close it all the way down. Just to make sure everything's inside. Keep your arms inside the ride.
Yeah, Vicky said that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And then I'm just going to do the same thing. Just crimp those down lightly. Okay, so that's ready. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make our head pins for our dangles on the bottom. Or make our dangles for the bottom with head pins. Whoa, say that 3 times fast. So I'm going to use, again, I'm going to use some of these 8/0s, and I'm going to use some of our teal beads. Again, dealer's choice, however you guys, whatever beads you like, you use. Okay. So what I did is I made one, the middle one I made slightly longer. So I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to do the same pattern. I'm going to do an 8/0. This is just like a 20 gauge head pin, if I didn't say that, guys. An 8/0, one of the teal, another 8/0, one of the teal. It's kind of simple, but that's how we like it. Okay, so we've had 8/0, teal, 8/0, teal, and then we need another 8/0, another teal, because this is our longer one. Okay. And then I'm, again, keep it simple by using the one-step looper. And if you guys haven't tried this, need to. And I'm just going to put this into my one-step looper and push it up to my seed bead. And then I'm going to put my fingernail in there and just back it off a hair because I don't want my seed bead to crack.
Done that way too many times.
Squeeze. Okay. It was almost too close still after I did that. I'm going to grab my round nose here.
Oh, Vicky feels since she's watched your demo, she may actually be able to finish up the soft flex pendant.
Wonderful.
Oh, Vicky, share a picture with us if you get it done.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I'm just adjusting that loop a little bit, and I'm just going to close it down because I know I'm going to be hooking it into a jump ring. Before we move on to the next one, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Okay. So now I'm going to flatten him back out. We're going to do the next one.
Yes, Nicole, we don't talk about Bruno or certain crystals.
And I'm just going to do the pattern with the teal and the Siam. But I'm going to do it a little shorter this time. And these two are going to be a little shorter than the original one, as I said. So that's that. Move those over so you can see a little better. And then take the wire, put it through your one-step looper and squeeze. And you can see how those seed beads kind of fall down. So if you turn it kind of this way, you can get it to close completely. So then you don't have so much work in going back and closing it. Now you just have a teeny tiny little split there, if you guys can see that. Okay. And I'm just going to rock that back and forth. And I've got that one closed. And we're going to do one more with the same pattern as we just did.
Soft Flex has a similar product to Wildfire, I believe. But
do they?
But the Soft Flex we're talking about is different than Wildfire.
I didn't think they had stringing material.
Yeah, I believe they do.
I know they have.
Maybe it's Beetalon. Maybe I'm mixing them up.
And maybe not. I don't know. But I just thought there were like two names on the market. But I could be wrong too.
Oh, maybe. We can look more into that.
We'll look into that. So I'm doing the same pattern as I did there, guys. And I'm picking up the wrong tool. So we'll pick the right one up. And the same thing, just put it in there and back it off a little bit, give it a squeeze, and then let it close the whole way. And you can see it cuts it for you as well, so makes things nice. So I just want to make sure that loop's nice and closed. I'm going to double check this one. Okay, so now we're going to take just a simple jump ring. I think this is a 5mm jump ring, I'm pretty sure. And I'm just going to open that up. And I'm sure you all know, but I'm just going to refresh you if you don't. When you're opening a jump ring, you want to open it back to front, just like so. You never want to pull out on it because you're going to make your jump ring change shape if you do that. So you don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to put on one of my shorter ones, my longer one, and then one of my shorter ones. And then I'm just going to hook it through the loop on the bottom. Couldn't be any easier. And then just grab it and close it the same way that you opened it. And I'm just kind of rocking it back and forth to get the ends to meet up nicely. Okay. So we're just going to put the last thing to do is just to put our earring hook on it. I'm going to use, like I said, I use these little simple posts, but you could use fish hooks or anything you like with it. Got one more jump ring here. Okay. And then hook that on. And close. There we go, guys. A simple pair of spring earrings ready to get you outside in the garden.
Woohoo! I love them. So pretty.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm real happy with them too. I can't wait to wear them. They're just bright and ready to get out in the garden in the green grass. All right, so let me turn this around. If you guys are done checking out our finished project, I can turn this camera around. Thank you, Bonnie. Is like Fireline Soft Flexes. Yeah, and that's what I thought, Rose. I don't know, but I know Soft Flex does make beading wire, and I don't think Amber's contesting that. I think she just thought maybe they make the stringing materials as well. So we'll just have to check it out. Okay, so I'm going to flip this around, guys.
Sorry, I was looking at Soft Flex's site, and I missed your cue to bring me up.
You did fine, honey. You did fine. I just like doing this because I don't want to make anybody seasick.
Yeah, everybody's loving your earrings. They're saying they're adorable. Jules said they're salsa sassy.
Aren't they sassy?
Melanie says they're gorgeous. Rose loves them.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I really had fun designing them.
Vicky.
What now?
Sorry, I interrupted you again.
That's okay. That's the theme.
I'll let you look at that.
No.
I put it on the screen.
Don't use the fish hooks from the hubby fishing tackle box. They don't work right. Right. Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. Just the jewelry ones you can get at Hobby Lobby or
Yeah, I think Rose had a good description. Wildfire is like Fireline.
Mm-hmm.
And then Soft Flex beading wire is multiple strands. And they have this coating, a different kind of coating. So Wildfire has a coating on it, but then they have this colored coating on Soft Flex.
And it's actual wire. This isn't wire. This is just beading string. So yeah, I mean, it's a big difference from that product to this product. Like I said, I don't think they make stringing materials. They don't
like
make
we're talking about
string. They make beading wire.
Right.
And regular wire as well, from what I understand from Niwe. So yeah. That's it, guys. I got a mess to clean up, but no problem. No problem. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. That was super fun. We're gonna close out tonight. I believe we just did it. We're getting good. We're staying right under that hour mark. And
woohoo!
We're learning. Only took us 3 months, but we're learning.
We're getting there. But keep joining us for Earring April. What is our earrings for? Do you remember what we're doing next week?
Of
course, I don't have the schedule in front of me, but
yeah, I don't either.
But you all love.
The schedule is posted, guys. Check it out because our brains don't work most of the time.
But we will be making other earrings next week. I think it's the buttonhole. Maybe next week's the buttonhole.
Yeah, it is the buttonhole. This is the one you guys have been waiting for Amber to make with the middle cut out of them. So this will be super, super fun, guys. Don't miss it.
Yeah.
And as always, we want to thank Joan for all of her help. Everything she does for us. She is a superhero. We love you, Joan.
Yes.
She got a kiss. She kissed.
Yay. And don't forget, if you used Tricia's affiliate link tonight, let us know. And we will send you a fun Easter beading design. And if you used mine last week, somebody did, let me know so I can send that to you. So post it to our Jewel Loom group on Facebook, and then also in the school. And I think it was your project, Sandy. I think it was you that wanted it. So
yeah, I think so.
You're welcome, Nicole. I'm so glad. But well, excited for next week. Anything else, Trish?
Nope, I think that's it, guys. Gonna go put my feet up, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a long nap. Bedtime
nap. Bedtime nap.
Yes. Well, have a wonderful evening, everyone.